Hey guys, today I am in the garden. It just stopped raining. The crows are cawing like crazy and there's nothing I can do about it, so I'm just going to speak up and hope that this isn't too annoying with the birds in the background. Some people like birds. So I was checking, really I came out here to check on the way that the water was draining down the, the ramp, I guess, where we bring in the tractor. I don't know, it doesn't have a name, the ramp, whatever, that loops around the garden. So I originally came out here to check on the way that the water was draining. I need to pay attention on the way that the water is draining to make sure that I'm definitely going to put the beds that I'm going to be building in the right spot. And also, whenever I go to plant my fruit trees, I want to make sure that, so I really just need to make sure that the areas I'm planning on putting things aren't being washed away after all of our moving of the land. What are you doing outside? Who let you outside? Oh, okay. Leave her alone. Now, as I was walking around and looking at things, obviously I'm looking at my plants too, and I went to touch the heads of the cabbages, and this one I already picked. I went to touch the head and I lifted up on it, and I've noticed, well, they've started going leggy. Really what's happening is roly-polies are eating them at the base. So I need to harvest them. Even though they're small, I can use all of these leaves and still make a delicious and nutritious dinner for the family. I wanted to show before I picked the second one here, I ran inside and got my camera so that I could show you. Here's our cabbage. Relatively small head, and it's actually kind of long. It's heart-shaped. Now if I were to lift it up, you can see that the stem is pretty long. And then below it, if we were to look in the soil, there are so many roly-polies. There's just so much life in this soil. I guess I can't really be mad that the roly-polies are trying to snack on the foods that's here. Look at that. Just a colony of roly-polies. But I want my cabbage. So I'm going to go ahead and pick it. It won't break. The other one snapped off so easily. Oof. Yep. Of course that happened. Alright. Nothing's ever easy. So I caught this before the stem got too crazy long. Not seeing any bug damage though. I'm not seeing any bugs anyway, or damage. So I mean, that's good. Hopefully we don't have any surprises hanging out on the inside. Don't need to find no little caterpillars on the inside. So this was really quick. I just wanted to bring you guys outside to show you, well yeah, I'm harvesting these cabbages and they're not ready yet. They are not to full maturity, but that's okay. Little cabbages can still be eaten and they'll be perfectly fine. In fact, they're a little bit more tender. It is the next day. It has stopped raining. We had severe thunderstorms all night long, and it moved a lot of the dirt. All of the dirt that we just moved and leveled out, well, guess what? It's not level anymore, and we have to redo it. Here's where we're starting. So here is the fence. It has been raining. We did not get to finish it yet. However, we do have some boards cut that are now disgusting, covered in mud. Had to pull the trailer out of here. Got stuck a little, so that's what this is. Very, very wet. Wet and mushy. And now we come to the steepest incline. Now I can see all of the sand that has mixed in with the dirt and the clay. And I can see water lines. Now the water, it was raining so hard and the stream was so strong that it literally carved out the soil. Do you see that, Gia? So we have got to put drainage in because this we cannot allow to continue to happen. We see how it is now. I can clearly see that I need to put in drainage because I plan on putting trees over here. Quite a few, in fact, along with pumpkins and melons and ground cover, and it's all going to be washed away in a heavy storm and we get hurricanes. I cannot allow all of our hard work to go to waste in a very strong rain. Right now, I tripped. Right now, it's not that big of a deal because, well, this side of the garden isn't completed yet. So this is how soil erosion happens. All of this soil, freshly moved, it's been gone over with the tractor and it's been stamped down, but no, it's not settled soil. So strong rain, strong currents as it flows down the hill, because it's very steep, is going to cause a lot of that to wash away, which is exactly what happened. Here's the stump. This was a giant hole, has filled with sand. You can see where the water moved. It also moved our yard games. That is a like a pong cup. Now we can see all the sand that has moved down here. Like, this is very clear to see that this was sand that has been washed down. It has helped itself in moving around the tire, the wood, all the stuff. Yes, this still looks like crap. We haven't got there yet. Ignore that. I'm showing you the sand. Now, because of the strong rains last night, we are clearly able to see how that water travels down the hill and through the garden. Luckily, the, I guess, established part of the garden did not move. Nothing moved. Perfectly fine. So now after the rain has stopped, we can really see how the water travels down the hill and throughout the garden. Now this is really going to help us with drainage placement. So in order to, I guess, fix this or make sure that this doesn't really happen again, so we're going to have to trench. Now I do plan on putting a water line much closer into the garden than currently what it is, because right now I'm running off of the back water hose, which is like on the far other side of the house. So I got about 200 feet of hose that I wrestle with to water the garden. I hate it. So I will be digging the water line. Since we're going to be doing that anyway, we need to be doing the drainage. Is that a duck? Is that a duck? Well, I heard the quacks of a duck. And my duck is inside. Because it's a baby duck. So, I don't know where the duck came from. Wild duck? Maybe it's a goose. I don't know. Got a whole bunch of wildlife back here. It could be anything. But it quacked. Okay, I got distracted by the duck. The duck's the quacks. Okay, drainage. Yes, we need to do the drainage. Also, we've been pricing out gravel this morning. You know, as far as the steepness of the hill, I'm not entirely sure about the gravel. Now, drainage is not the only thing that we need to do to help prevent the soil erosion. We also need to lay down mulch or gravel or something to cover the soil. Now, because we also do move the tractor and the four-wheeler, larger equipment, through the loop in the garden. This is the garden pathway, I guess. I don't know. I guess I need to start naming things. But because we're going to have the large equipment, I want to make sure that the pathway isn't going to move or be washed away. Mulch, gravel, anything, straw, whatever I decide to put down it, if I do not do the drainage properly and set up proper retaining areas to help divert the water, then whatever I put there is going to wash away. I know that I need mulch throughout the walkways in the garden, which I plan on doing, and we have all of this wood now. We are looking for a chipper, so hopefully I'll be able to make my own wood chips to put throughout the garden, which would be awesome. As far as the gravel, we would have to go to a rock quarry, which we found one in Casey. That's pretty affordable. It's just a long drive, so I'm trying to figure that out. So the drainage thing has kind of moved to the top of the list. It's spring, it's raining a lot. Yes, we have to finish the fence. The fence is like seriously right now #1 priority. So top 5 things we have to do. The fence, now drainage. Also preventing the soil erosion. Let's go ahead and add that like as a parenthesis for #2. The chicken coop. The chickens are getting big. They have to get out of the bathtub. They stink. Ugh, I don't want birds inside. And then my garden beds, obviously. I need to measure and cut the boards for those. The top 4. We're gonna move to building a greenhouse, but that probably won't be until fall. We also need to build a woodworking shed. Really, the list goes on, and if I were to name off every single thing I have to do, I probably would get overwhelmed. So I write it down on a piece of paper and I put it on my little whiteboard inside. While we're out here, let's go ahead and check on, well, everything else. And look, we can see here where the water has moved and settled and moved. There's wood chips down here, wood shavings, and there's something in the woods. It's not a caw. It's definitely a quack. It could be a goose. All right, here's the greenhouse. And this is the pathway, the main garden pathway. You can see there's tire treads of, we go up there and that's how we get back here. Now, this is also a steep hill and a dead end. So we have water runoff from the entire street up there that runs all the way down. Pretty strong, washed in a whole bunch of sand. Mixed the sand with my good soil. I had to come drop the chicken stuff out here really in the rain because I had this on the porch and it was just getting a lot of gnats, and I don't have a compost pile because it was messed up. Demolished, I'd rather say. I need to build, stop it. So I need to build another compost pile, and I'm going to be putting it out here, but I don't know where. So the chicken coop is also going to be going over here in this area. Not sure where yet though. I have to get the fence up. The fence, then the coop, probably the compost pile, then the coop. Yeah. Well, the compost bin. I'm not going to do a pile. I'm going to do another bin. Shadow, what are you doing, bud? What are you doing? Where you going? Okay, sure. Help yourself. Have no respect for the garden bed. So it looked like the pressure of the water kind of shifted the log, but for the most part, the soil didn't really move. That's awesome. Yay me, building good beds. Oh, this sage is really starting to take off. I should probably dig that up and separate it. No, wait, that's only one plant. Okay, I need to harvest from that then. There's a carrot. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's a big one. I have to pick it. I have to pick the carrot. Come on. Oh, it's not really a big one. Haha, it's got legs. He's walking away. Ah, carrot booty, that's so funny. Oh, that's awesome. Landon is going to get a kick out of that. Another carrot. Maybe I should leave it though. Yeah, I'm going to leave that one. What are you doing? Do you like the sage? It smells good, doesn't it? So all of this land is pretty established. I mean, it's got really all of these weeds, because that's exactly what this is. All of these weeds here really hold the soil together with all of their roots. Look at that mint spreading. It was not happy with the confinements of its bed. Okay, we have a little bit of water trail here along the hose. It looks like it followed it down. Good thing I didn't level this area because I had planned on doing that. Everything else looks pretty good. Yay, rain. Man, this stuff is taking off. Alright, I'm going to come trim the onions, but not the garlic, because I already, well, this one's little. I guess I could let it get some energy to its bulb. Oh, that kale. Oh, cilantro, look at it, getting big. That is one plant's going to seed. Yep, it bolted. That one's starting to bolt too. Got some trees, some logs here, I guess. Look, I weeded. Doesn't it look nice? It looks so nice. It won't look nice for long. Brussels sprouts. So I had to pull off part of the bed, this whole front of the bed. I'm gonna come redo these beds anyway. It's really not that big of a deal. I'm just not there yet. I need to do the other side first. Whoa. Do you see the size of these Brussels sprouts? Oh, they're brustling so good. Not big enough to pick yet though. Oh no, it's starting to go to seed. That means it's not gonna grow its Brussels sprouts any bigger. Oh darn. Well, something got that plant. Good thing though, use that plant as a trap crop and it didn't get anything else. Oh, it looks like all of the Brussels sprouts are starting to bolt. Well, darn. What are you doing? Gia, what are you doing? Right here in front of Gia is dandelion. I did not plant this. It is wild. I have chosen, because it's in the garden bed, I've chosen to just let it go, because dandelions are medicinal. They're helpful. I've never saved dandelions before, but I'm going to this year. This one's a giant one. I can save its roots. Dandelion roots are supposed to be very good for you. Off the top of my head, I cannot remember what it was, but I could do a follow-up. Banana. All right, move the blackberries right there. You probably can't see them. They're gonna grow up the trellis here. So none of the soil moved. That's really good. These blueberries are looking good. I pulled a bunch of weeds and mulched them with it. So that's what all that is. Looking good. Okay, not too bad down here. It is steep. Definitely started showing a bunch of roots, so I can go through and cut them. Oh, this is perfect. Showed just how much sand has washed down. That's a good 2 inches. Oh, look. Daisies. Daisies. These are painted daisies, and these are regular daisies. You can tell the difference in their leaves, but they're both daisies. I probably should dig those up a bit and separate them. Also, no, those don't look like daisies. That might be ranuncula. I think I only had one ranuncula survive. Well, I had sand wash right there, dug in and moved a little bit the wheelbarrow. Oh, well, I would have been messing with that area. That's really not right here. That's not a big deal that ran down. That's an easy fix. Just some wood mulch. Compacted. I need to compact it back down and then put wood mulch over it. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Really, I harvested some cabbages yesterday. I'm going to make stuffed cabbage tonight for dinner. I may do a video. I really have to clean my kitchen before I do that though. Talked about soil erosion and how to fix that, drainage and mulch, covering of the soil to prevent the erosion. And we walked around the garden, so I feel like I did something productive. I got a carrot. Carrots are productive. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. It really helps the algorithm and pushes our videos out there so that other people can find us. And don't forget to subscribe to Hollow Acres Homestead for more videos like this, and really just to keep up on everything that we are doing here on our homestead. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.